What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for for NXT Takeover 25. I was about to say double or nothing, but overall, this show was fucking phenomenal, like all the takeovers are. Is it now? I would say that from the takeovers I have seen, War Games 2, Phoenix, and New York, this is probably the weakest out of them all. Most just because most of the matches, while all the matches here were excellent, they weren't masterpieces or masterclass like the ones from all the other takeovers. All those matches were like 10 out of 10 classics. These were more 9 to 9.5. It was like about maybe 1 or 2 10 out of 10 matches I would give, in my personal opinion. Now, I'm sure all of you are going to ask me, Glenn, did you think this was better than Double or Nothing? And with that main event, yes. Yes, it is. I would definitely say this is indeed better than Double or Nothing. WWE, or more, I should say Triple H, came in there, guns ablaze, be like, "Oh, Cody, the Bucks. You think you're gonna just roll up in here, and be like, yeah, we're the alternative. Yeah, we're gonna come in here, and you weren't expecting a fight? Oh, good sir, you couldn't be any more mistaken. Allow me to tell you why we are the #1 brand around here." Which is NXT, of course. The main roster is garbage. Anyway. So without further ado, let's just jump right into these matches, tell you guys what I thought of each one of them, and we'll go from there. So we first started off, we had Roderick Strong versus Matt Riddle. This was a great opening for Takeover. I thought it was an amazing match all across the board. This was definitely I think I mentioned before in other videos, but I am not honestly a big fan of all the other members of the Undisputed Era other than Adam Cole. I just can't get into any of them. Like they don't strike me or keep my or interest me as much as Adam Cole does. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because they're just like all the side guys, but they're not all. Now I'm not saying they're all terrible wrestlers. They're all great in the ring, but just none of them can keep my interest much like Adam Cole does. But anyway, so this was definitely the best match I've seen from Roderick Strong and probably Matt Riddle. I agree with my man JD because that's what my man JD's saying. I would definitely agree with this statement. This was definitely the best match Matt Riddle has put out, or Roderick Strong has done. Matt Riddle, I think so too. I think this is a little bit better than that Dream match that they had with the Velveteen Dream. This match, Matt Riddle ended up winning this one. My favorite part of the match was definitely when Matt Riddle was on the ropes and Roderick Strong becomes a man possessed. He's just running from one ropes to the other ones, and he just keeps like landing punches on Matt Riddle as he keeps going back and forth and back and forth. It was some great stuff, man. The man looked like he was a man possessed. It was epic. So that was the opening of the show. Great opening, and you could tell Triple H came in there swinging. Next up, we had Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan versus the Street Profits, the Undisputed Era, and the Forgotten Sons for the NXT Tag Team titles. The Street Profits ended up winning this one. Good, because that was who I was rooting for. I was rooting for my guys over the Street Profits. I've really started to fall. I've really been falling in love with the Street Profits. I definitely agree with my man JD. Like the War Raiders haven't been around for like 2 weeks, and yet we could have them come in there. We could have like them do a final match with them right here at Takeover, but whatever. Anyway. So this match was excellent. So many crazy last spots. But I gotta say, Kyle, everyone here earned their checks, especially Kyle O'Reilly. That man, he earned it the most. I think maybe Triple H might be like, hey man, here's a little bit of a bonus for those ladder spots he took, because the curse that Charlotte Flair has when tables refuse to break with her, it's the same with this. It was the same with Kyle O'Reilly. Like, this man could not go 5 minutes. Most of the major ladder spots he was a part of. Like, there was this one where he fell off a ladder. and the ladder fell down. And when he fell down, he fell on one of the runs, on like one of the side of the ladders. And literally, when he fell, oh my god, the pain! Like the man's back was legit bleeding for the rest of the match. And I was looking at it, like he was like squirming around like a fish out of water, man. It was some crazy. I couldn't tell if he was just selling really good or he was in legit that much pain. It looks like he was legit in that much pain because the man's back was bleeding. And that wasn't only terrible. That wasn't the only spot there. There was this other one where a ladder just fell on top of him, and there was some other ladder spots he was part in there. It was crazy stuff, man. That was some absolutely crazy stuff, man. Kyle O'Reilly, man. Whoo, that man earned his check. That was Bobby Fish also looked pretty good. The Street Profit. There wasn't. I was kind of surprised we didn't see which one was his name? What the the high flying guy in the Street Profit. His name is slipping my mind. The Kermo. I'm surprised we didn't see him do like a frog splash off a ladder. I would have liked to seen that, but we didn't see that at all. The big guy from the Forgotten Sons. Yeah, I know. I know I'm not saying their names, but I'm just terrible with names. I can't remember half these guys' names. When he showed up in there and he just started wrecking house, throwing ladders everywhere, throwing people into ladders, and people were saying, and I love when like everyone like put away aside their differences and they all just started like just beating up on him and they all just started mugging him together before they got him out of there. So that was great stuff. So the Street Profits ended up winning this one. The dude's name is in my mind. I like that final spot where I think it was Kyle O'Reilly that was on the ladder. He was going to grab the titles and what's his name jumped on from the top rope and landed right on the ladder and just pushed him off or punched him, or I think he kicked him actually, and then grabbed the titles. So yeah, that was the tag title match. That was also a damn good match. Next up we had yes, the Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Breeze. Prince Pretty. Now, if you guys have followed me on my socials, and I think I've mentioned this before in other videos, but I have mentioned it before that I am honestly not a fan of Tyler Breeze. I have never been a fan of Tyler Breeze since I've seen him when I was not great. I wasn't watching him while he was in NXT as well. That was before I was even watching NXT. I've only seen him when he was on the main roster, and I always just saw him as some Dolph Ziggler knockoff. Even when I saw him go against Ricochet and for the North American title match they had on NXT TV, I still wasn't really sold on the guy. I still thought he was just a Dolph Ziggler knockoff. Here against the Dream, oh yeah. The man definitely, he is definitely no Dolph Ziggler knockoff. The man is amazing in the ring. I wouldn't say I'm a fan. Now, and I even said on Twitter that I'm now sold on Tyler Breeze. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of his yet. I would say, I don't know if he's going to stay in NXT. We're going to see more in NXT from now on. Or this was just like a one-time thing like with Batista. But if we do see more, I think a couple more takeover matches with him, and I think I'll really start to grow. And I think Tyler Breeze will really start to grow on me, and you'll probably see me actually could be a fan of his. If we see more of him on NXT. That's at least what I'm hoping, because I definitely like what I saw here. We had the Velveteen Dream, and I couldn't even tell you what the hell he was wearing. I don't know what it was. He was dressing up like Prince, I think. I don't know. The man came out there with gold pants and like one of those old puffy shirts from like the 17th century or something. Was wearing. Then we took it off. He was wearing these chains all around his body. They were like a necklace, and then they were all connected to like that went through his arms and stuff. It was like I was like looking at the Dream, and I was like, "What the fuck are you wearing, Dream? Like, what is this, man? What is this?" So this match was amazing. I love this match. This match was great. One thing I loved how, of course, there was the whole thing with where like that show. One thing I love is right when the Velveteen Dream was taking his shirt off, he took off his gloves and threw them over at Tyler. Love that spot. I love that part of it. Another spot I love was when the Velveteen Dream, after he was done bashing Tyler Breeze's head in on the announce table, he grabbed the North American title and grabbed Tyler Breeze's phone, put it up on the announce table, and took a selfie with him while he's like with his body, and just takes a selfie. I thought that was amazing. I love that spot. What else? I love one other thing happened with this match is that where like the ref where Tyler Breeze was trying to get Velveteen Dream bring him into the ring, but he couldn't bring him in, and he told the ref to stop counting. And then when he gets back in there, the Velveteen Dream, and then when he goes back, Velveteen Dream hit him with the North American title. He grabs the title, he throws it over to the ref. The ref or Velveteen Dream hits him with the Valley Drive with the Dream Valley Driver. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. With the Dream Valley Driver, then hits him with the Purple Rainmaker, and that's how he wins the match. Overall, I loved this match. It was great, and definitely, I'm sure for all you Tyler Breeze fans, it was nice seeing, because I was watching that, I'm like, where the fuck was this during the main round? Because there was so much more emotion with Tyler Breeze in this match. Like, there were times where he like hit some, like, I forget what his finishers are called, but it would like hit that one where he like kind of like throws both legs in the air and just hits him in the head, and then when the Velveteen Dream would just slide out of the ring, he's just like, no, that stuff like man, stuff like that was just great. Love that match. Next up, we have the women's title match between Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai. Shayna retained for this one again. Not really all that surprising. This match was amazing. I love this match, man. So actually, one thing that was actually kind of surprising is that when Shayna comes near to the ramp to get inside, go inside and do it. She actually tells her friends, Desmond Duke and Marina Shafir, to stay out of this. She leaves them over in Gorilla, and she just goes by herself. And Io comes out there with no cancel red, because I was like, you guys might remember on NXT, she said that that Candice was gonna be in your corner, but there was no sign of Candice when Io came out. I was like, wait, where the hell's Candice? But now that Desmond Duke and Marina Shafir weren't in there, I saw that, okay, so that's why Candice didn't come here. So the match itself was excellent. One thing I love it's around the early part of the match when Io was on the ground. She was sitting up, and Shayna was about to kick her. She faked out and then just kind of like lightly kicked Io on the jaw with her foot. She just lightly kicked her in the jaw, and then Io does the exact same thing to Shayna, only instead of a kick, she slaps her. I absolutely love that, man. That was probably one of my favorite parts of the match. Another thing, she also, Kyrie also, not Kyrie, I know I keep saying Kyrie. Io also hit a 619. I always love when she does a 619. She always does them so great. Couple moonsaults. One of them she managed to land. Another one she almost missed. She missed, or Shayna got away, but she landed on her feet. One thing I love about the match is that. And one thing I gotta say, I love that that little thing Shayna does where she like puts the arm behind, puts the arm on the mat, and she stomps around on the elbow. I love that Marlo is calling it the reality check, because I can feel that in reality. I can feel the pain from all the way from my television to me. I can feel it. So she was running the elbow, and that played a part when she hit her when Io hit her with a German suplex, but she couldn't do the whole thing where she could stand up to do the pin because her elbow gave us, so she couldn't do the whole thing. So that was one thing she was targeting throughout the match. Another thing was, and one thing I loved was like when she managed to, I forget what she did. I think she hit it like a German or no. I think it was no. What she did was, I liked how Io managed to take was locked in the Karafuda clutch. She managed to counter out of that, and then what she did, and then from there when she had kicked out, she recountered it to go into another pinning combination. Then I think she's gonna go for something else. But then out of nowhere, Shayna comes out there and locks her in the Karafuda clutch, and from there, she's like struggling and trying to get to the ropes. One thing I actually loved here, and this was something I was noticing, was while I was watching the match, I noticed that when Io was getting closer and closer to the ring, or to the ropes, I should say. When she got there closer, I was like, Io, why aren't you extending your legs? You can run reach with your legs. Shayna actually went to grab the leg closest to the ropes and pull it back. Love that. That was great. That was great ring awareness from Shayna Baszler. Speaking of ring awareness, later on during the match, the rest of the four horsewomen come out there. Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir come in there, and then I was like, oh great. And then came out Candice LeRae with the kendos, and she was beating on the other ones. But this part really kind of this part kind of low-key kind of triggered me and a little pissed me off. Was Kyrie? I don't know why I keep saying Kyrie. Jesus, Io is legit cheering on Candice LeRae while she's beating on the guys, completely forgetting about Shayna. I'm like, Io, turn around. You still got to take care of Shayna. What she got to come, man. Just focus on Shayna. But she's cheering her on. Then she finally gets back into the match. And as I was saying, she locks her in the care. Shayna locks her in the care for the clutch, and she eventually taps out after struggling a bit. And actually, one thing I actually said when I was watching the match, I did film reactions. You guys are wondering. Was I actually said, "Come on!" I was like cheering. I was like, "Come on, you can do it!" You know, I was like, where's your Japanese spirit?" By that I meant I was hoping she would maybe go into like some for lack of a better term, go Super Saiyan and and then get out of the care for the clutch and maybe hit her with like the moonsault or something and get the pin and of course win the belt. That did not happen, but I ended up getting my wish around the end of it, where out of sheer frustration, which I believe it was either Marlo or Nigel McGuinness. Speaking of Nigel McGuinness, there was no jabs at AEW throughout this whole takeover, nothing whatsoever. The only thing that they did talk about that was mildly related to AEW was saying that NXT is the real alternative for professional wrestling. That's it. That's the only really jab they ever threw at AEW. They didn't name drop any guys. You didn't have the Dream come out there and beat the shit out of some dude that mildly looks like Cody or something. None of that. It was just unadulterated professional wrestling. So as I was saying, so back to where it was. So I was thinking, make sure I go say so. And I believe it was Marlo said that she was just only that frustration can make you do some stuff, or that she does have sheer frustration. We see Io grabbing at the kendo stick. I think it was the same kendo stick that Candice used. That Candice used on the Jessamine Dugan Maria Shafir. It might be a new one. But then she comes into the ring and starts beating the holy hell out of Shayna with the kendo sticks. And man, was she making sure Shayna felt the wrath of the samurai. She was beating on her back, leaving welts like All Might on All For One's face. She was beating the holy hell out of it. You could see the welts on her back and everything. And I love that the crowd was chanting, "You deserved it," when Io left. I love that. I love that. That's one of the main why I love about these NXT crowds is that I just love these NXT crowds, man. So that was awesome. So then she actually tells Candice, "Give me a steel chair, give me a steel chair." And the look on Candice's face, she was like, "Okay." And then she puts the chair to her chest and does a moonsault, landing right on Shayna Baszler. Nasty stuff. Now, I'm not sure what this is going to mean. JD was talking about how maybe Io could be turning heel, which I don't know if I would be on board with that, just because I legit cannot see Io being a heel, at all. Like, she's way too nice to be a heel. Maybe she could pull it off, and the only thing I could think of where she would do well to get heel here is just say her promos in Japanese instead of English. That's the only thing I could really think of that she would do as a heel. I think she just did this out of sheer frustration, like what happened with Becky Lynch at SummerSlam last year. So I wouldn't be surprised if we haven't seen a third match during SummerSlam weekend at Takeover Toronto, where it's Io versus Shayna Baszler in a no DQ match, or a no holds barred match, or a kendo stick match. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be a no DQ type of match. It's gonna happen sometime that's gonna happen at Takeover Toronto. That's my prediction for Takeover Toronto. We're probably gonna see another match between Kairi and Io, between Shayna and Io. Why do I keep saying Kairi's name? I don't know why I keep saying Kairi's name. But whatever. Between those two in a no DQ match or something along those lines. That's my prediction. So, let's get over to the main event. Adam Cole, baby, versus Johnny Gargano. Now, my man Johnny Gargano, this takeover came out wearing Captain Marvel merch. I, of course, approve of that. You guys know I am a fan of Captain Marvel. My man, good friend Eli Moore is also a huge fan of Captain Marvel. I'm sure he was fanboying like crazy when he saw our boy Johnny Gargano wearing Captain Marvel. Also, but JD said he was wearing Superman colors. Fat, were you not listening to Marvel? He straight up even said Captain Marvel. Even the whole tagline about higher, faster, further. That whole tagline. He even said it. But this match was fucking amazing, everyone. Oh my god, did I love this match. Now, was it better than their match at Takeover New York? If Johnny had won I probably would say yes. But since he lost, now I understand why Johnny lost and why Adam Cole won. I understand that would make the Undisputed Era look weak if they won 3-0. But at the same time, I want my man Johnny Gargano to have a decent reign with a title. Now, Grant, maybe he might win it again. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon because I think Matt Riddle's going to be next in line at TakeOver Toronto, and then maybe Ciampa, and then we might see Johnny win the title again. Maybe. I don't know. But whatever the case may be, this match is fucking amazing. There were just so many cool spots in this match that I can't name all. One thing that just made me absolutely lose my mind was when Johnny was playing possum, and when Adam Cole was gonna go hit his finisher. What was it called? The surprise something. The name is slipping my mind at the current moment. But when he was gonna go for that running knee he does to the back of the head that he usually does, I thought, Johnny fell to the ground, and then Adam was about to go over there, but then at the last second Johnny comes in there and locks him into the Gargano escape. That was cool, man. I lost my mind for that. But the best part of the match for me, anyway, at least that I love, was when Adam Cole put Johnny in the Gargano escape, and then Johnny countered that into the last shot. That was just, I lost my mind when I saw them when they actually used each other's finishers, man. Oh my god, this match is amazing. And one thing I love about the match is when Adam Cole was signaling for the Undisputed Era to come in there, but they didn't show up to keep Johnny distracted from him. I like that. That was such a typical heel thing to do from Adam Cole. I love that part. And yeah, that is the end. That was the end of the show. Adam Cole won. I understand why he won. I know this was a long time coming. I agree with you all. I wanted to see Adam Cole with the NXT title, but I would have liked to at least see Johnny have a decent reign with the title first, though. That's just my personal opinion, But I have to say, my man Johnny Gargano now suffers from Sasha Banks syndrome. For those of you that don't know, Sasha Banks syndrome is when you win the title, but you lose it in your first defense. Like Sasha Banks with that whole hot potato thing she was doing with Charlotte Flair. And yeah, now with Johnny Gargano, he lost his first defense with the North American title, as well as the NXT title. Yeah, oh man, come on, man. I mean, I get why, I understand it, but I would have liked to see my man Johnny have a decent reign with the title, but that's just me. Anyway, guys, that is where I'm going to end my review. Overall, this was a fantastic show. Probably, I would never say it's the biggest takeover I have seen, but that's not saying much when all the other takeovers are fucking masterpieces. So overall, I would give Takeover 25 a 10 out of 10, guys. So tell me down below what y'all thought Takeover 25. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was better than Double or Nothing? Did you think Double or Nothing was better? Do you think that you can't really compare these two pay-per-views? Tell me that down below, guys, and I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.